My third guy plays some games. Alright, hi everybody. Weather Guy here, and we are back with some more gosh darn Ace Attorney Chronicles. We just finished talking to Mr. Garrett and his wife, and realizing that she was the person that destroyed this house, and it seemingly has nothing to do with the case. That's okay. We need to go talk to Mr. Natsume, I believe, to take his case, which is at the prison. And we'll see what happens from there. Feeling pretty good though. I'm a little tired. It's late and I've had a long couple of weeks, but I'm feeling good. It's time, Mr. Rio. We must hurry back to the prison. Hope y'all are doing great. Yes, I know. Let's hail a car. Oh. What's the matter? Looks like something's going on over there in front of the Garrett-Ebbs' house. What? Who in the blue hell is this? Oh no. What is this guy? Who? We had our Willy Wonka last case. Now we have this guy who looks like a prince. Oh, I don't want to do a silly voice of Slade at night. Oh, it's too much. I know thee not, old man. Fall to thy prayers. What? Oh. Who are you calling old man, you rum-looking niminy-pimney? There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than I are dreamt in your philosophy. Who's this Horatio fellow, huh? What are you on about? This guy's got prime Popeye face. Look at that chin. Excuse me. Yeah, what are you? Who are you now? I'm sorry, it just looked as though there might be some problem here. My associate here, Mr. Rio, is a lawyer, you see. Yeah, a lawyer? What? If I can be of any assistance, I'd be happy to help. I'm from Japan, but I have studied English law. Alright, I'll be on my way for today, but you mark my words. This ain't over yet. Get thee to a nunnery. Do I look like a bloomin' nun to you? Oh god, this guy's... What was this all about? Oh, we gotta talk to him some more. Ugh. I do hope you're not injured. Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so gentle, thank you. What was that all about? There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. I'm not Horatio either. This guy's just quoting Shakespeare. Forgive the inquiry, sir, but are you a lodger here in the Garrett-Ebbs residence? Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so right. Yes, I do dwell in this humble abode. Garrett mentioned that he had another lodger, didn't he? This must be the man. This guy's quantifiably insane. Holy hell. Do you happen to know the other lodger who lives on the first floor? Ah, yes, a gentleman named Natsume. Oh, more worthy a polemist in my battle of words ne'er could there be. Sorry, battle, did you say? Who is the stronger, Hamlet or Macbeth? Mr. Natsume and I sparred long into the night. I see. I don't fully understand, but it seems Mr. Natsume and this gentleman are acquaintances, at least. So, fair maiden, so good gentlemen. I can tarry here no longer. Fare thee well. Great. I'm so glad that lunatic is gone. I didn't really understand him, but I think he's returned to his room. Seems he's unaware of what's happened to Mr. Natsume, so he can't really help us. Mr. Seki and that man as lodgers, the Garrett-Ebbs house is certainly full of eccentrics. Anyway, I'll go and find a carriage. Yes, I'm sure Mr. Natsume is eagerly awaiting our return. Let's hope we can get to the prison before visiting hours are over. Alright, let's talk to him. This guy is so nervous. I love him. He's great. Come on. Oh, it's you. You're here. You came. Locum student, Mr. Ryu Esquire. I can't believe you came back. I'm so touched. We're so sorry to have kept you waiting, Mr. Natsume. Oh, no. Think nothing of it. Relax. If I were a cat, I would purr with pleasure at the company of such fine compatriots. Noble, nurturing, never-failing Nipponese. Oh, now let's not get carried away. Quite agree. There's nothing more reassuring than the familiarity of one's native man. On the other hand, who is this? Oh, it's Sholmes. It is through friendship transcending international borders that one truly appreciates the fact. Such is my belief, at least. Oh, it's you! The miserable rat spy! Sherlock Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing here? I have no intention of doing anything per se. Save observing, of course. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? Well, having encountered some curious reading material in that gloomful room, and having unmasked the secret identity of that eccentric pair, I decided I should drop in on my way home to see how our divested friend is faring. Gloomful room? At least your accommodation here offers a window, my dear fellow. In that sense, it is the superior option. Anyway, I must commend you on your taste in books. My day has been a delight and cost me not a penny. Ah, you! How dare you, Sherlock Sholmes! He's so pissed at him. This poor guy. I've had it. I'm through. I'm at the end of my rope. I should never have come to Great Britain. It was a terrible mistake. Haunted by spirits in those accursed lodgings. No doubt my luck will be cursed in tomorrow's trial as well. My whole life is bedamned! This poor guy. Miserable. What are you thinking, Mr. Ryu? You mentioned that once before, didn't he? That his lodgings were cursed, I mean. There is much truth in Mr. Mustache's words. What? Curse is a wholly appropriate description, I would say, for the man's lodgings, and indeed, for tomorrow's trial. What's that supposed to mean? Let's find out. Cursed trial. Mr. Natsumi, what did you mean by what you just said now? About the trial tomorrow being cursed. Oh no, why are you looking so grave? You're making me nervous. I was just getting carried away, that's all. I didn't mean anything by it. Oh, I see. That's really agitated him. You don't mean that the trial is really cursed somehow? Are you referring to the prosecutor? The Reaper of the Bailey? The Reaper? Oh no, what do you mean? Please, tell me, summarize it succinctly in 16 salient words. No defendant has ever survived a trial in which the Reaper stands for the prosecution. Ever. Oh my goodness, can it really be true? That was 16 words exactly! Yesterday, Mr. Ryu successfully defended someone against the Reaper. But then, after the trial was over, the defendant passed away in unusual circumstances. Mr. McKildon. What? I am impressed, Mr. Sato. You have an eye for detail. Actually, the Lord Chief Justice told us. Mr. Sholmes, surely it can't be that having failed to have the accuser convicted, Lord Van Zieks killed the man himself. Oh no, he couldn't have, surely. Oh, he thinks that's funny. You have some wonderful notions. Sorry? The man isn't a mass murderer, he's a court prosecutor, my dear fellow. Oh, yes. Why, of course he is. Of course he is. Then why are you trying to scare me? Could be said, however, that the real truth about the man is even more terrifying than your hypothesis. Oh, I want to hear more about Van Zieks. He's very interesting. What on earth do you mean by that? Let's hear more about the Reaper, dude. Van Zieks is a quite exceptional man. However, in London courts of law, exceptional does not equate to winning every case without exception. Ah, that's good. Seke looks like he's gonna cry tears of joy. does. As you are no doubt aware, in a British criminal trial there is both a judge and a jury. The judge officiates based on the letter of the law, whilst the jury offers public opinion and common sense. It's an excellent system whereby the defendant's guilt is considered from several points of view. However, public opinion is somewhat easily manipulated. Right? Criminals and corrupt lawyers, for that matter, can use it to their advantage. By any means at their disposal, contriving evidence, calling imposters as witnesses, and so on. By such on the other hand means those who would want to are able to sway the jury, which means that even in the light of irrefutable evidence, the prosecution can fail. But it means the wrong verdict can be passed. And sadly is from time to time, my dear madam. It is simply the reality of the situation. That's alright. However, those indicted by Lord Van Zieks cannot escape justice. Their fate is sealed. Oh my. Though the adjudication may see them leave the courtroom with their freedom, within months they all disappear. It is most striking. They disappear, but how? By all manner of misfortune, sir. Perhaps they are trampled under a passing carriage. Perhaps they fall into the Thames and drown. Perhaps they are suddenly overcome by a raging fever, or perhaps attacked by a highwayman. Oh, no. All examples of the reality of events here in London, I'm afraid, Mr. Ryu. It's not good. I knew it. I'm a dead dodo, done for, doomed. This guy's great. Alright, let's hear about the lodgings. That's probably pretty important. When you said a curse of lodgings before, you're referring to your room at Mr. Garrideb's house, I assume? Do you mean to say you believe the place is cursed? It's been a year now since I came to Great Britain, but I'd only been in London a week before I started to notice strange feelings in myself. I didn't take long then. Everywhere I looked, there were foreign faces staring at me, laughing behind my back. I was sure people were talking about me. I started to become nervous about going outside. They were always staring at me, all the time, from dawn till dusk. So I shut myself away in my room, but even that didn't help. The fear wouldn't go away. You must have been very lonely, having been away from your homeland for such a long time. I've had to move a number of times, most recently to that room on Briar Road a week ago now. Yes, why did you choose there? It seems a little inconvenient. The rent is cheap. I have so little money, it appealed to me straight away. Of course, I asked why it was so affordable. The landlord just simpered and said, "A room is kosher. Oops." He quickly tried to cover his mistake, but it was too late, so I told him, "If you have something to say, then say it. But if not, don't mention it in the first place." Yes, well said. It was true. It was all true. You mean, the room really is cursed then? Ever since I moved into that windowless hellhole, my sleep has been plagued with nightmares. I awake feeling as though I'm being choked to death. And in my waking hours, people are stabbed in front of me as I walk down the street. I'm branded a killer, thrown in prison. Nobody wants to know me. I'm surrounded by scary, sinister spirits. If only there was someone, just one person on my side. And no one find it in his or her heart to believe in me. Really, no one at all. Dude, this guy's 1,000,000% innocent. I feel terrible. To believe? Yes, to believe. Mr. Sholmes. Me, Mr. Naruto. Pray, what can I do for you? It's about the case on the SS Buria, if you recall. The Buria. Ah, that case. The one with the snake? Well, yes. At that time, I was a suspect, but you believed in me and listened to my side of the story. You helped us to investigate. I did I? Interesting. What I want to know is, why? Why did you believe me? I see. Yes, you mean because you are a grimly dressed, shady Eastern fellow found with a victim in a locked room? Well, if you like, yes. I'm a little surprised that the answer requires explanation, my dear fellow. It's quite simple, really. You said, I didn't do it. But I could have been lying. Surely you must have had your doubts. You must have suspected me a little. I think perhaps you have misunderstood. I neither recall believing in you, nor in that which you are telling me. What? You see, the only things I believe in are those I choose to believe in. Alright, great. What do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? Oh, I make up my own mind about what is to be believed and what is not. If I should like to believe in something, I do. The circumstances can hang as far as I'm concerned. But I could have betrayed your trust. In that case, I should have made an elementary error of judgment. Nothing more. Betrayal of trust is an overused excuse in my opinion. Meaning, whether or not one should trust another is in the final analysis down to oneself. What the hell is he talking about? It doesn't matter whether or not one can trust oneself. Yes, he's right. He's right. Locum student, Mr. Rio, Esquire. Whether or not I can believe myself. I see. Trusting your own judgment sort of thing. A defense lawyer is only as good as his faith in his client. And that comes down to how much faith he has in himself. Good old Kazuma, man. Can't believe we lost him so soon. You were so right, Kazuma. Alright, so are we taking the case? Let's get it. Let's get the case. We need to get to the frickin' trial, man. I have a feeling we're going to talk to that other tenant some more. The princely fellow. Well, my dear fellows, it is time we were leaving, I believe. Already? Visiting hours are over. The guard will be here shortly to escort us out. There is a restaurant near here that serves excellent trout. Would you care to join me? Oh dear, there is never enough time, is there? Come on. Let's get some trout. Mr. Natsume, if you'd like, in the trial tomorrow, I'd be happy to represent you. Oh, he's gonna cry. He's gonna clap. Locum student, Mr. Rio Esquire! As I said, I only experienced a British courtroom for the first time yesterday, and although the man I was representing was found not guilty, I lost sight of something crucial. Something crucial? What to believe in? The defendant, justice, or the truth? How to believe, even. But I think I finally worked it out. I decided I must believe in myself above all else, to trust my instincts. Yes, Mr. Ryu. And my instincts are telling me that you, Mr. Natsume, are innocent of this crime. And it's imperative that we prove that in court. Welcome, student, Mr. Ryu Esquire. I will fight for your innocence until the bitter end with every weapon available to me. So I hope you'll permit me to represent you tomorrow. We're a hero, dude. We're such a hero. As I said when we first met, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who will listen to me in my native tongue. Of course, Mr. Natsume. It would be fair to say, Mr. Ryu, that your mind was in many ways made up from the outset. You merely needed the events of today to fully realize it. Yes, I think you're right about that. It's been a roundabout journey, but I got there in the end. Dude, I love that gag. It's so good. Of the tea pouring. Mrs. Sato. Yes? Would you be willing to stand by my side tomorrow and help me in court? Absolutely. As I said this morning, you may consider me your personal judicial assistant. She's lovely. I love that we have her for like the whole journey, seemingly. The shocking events of yesterday's trial still weigh heavily on my mind. It's time to stop looking backwards. Kazuma believed in me, and Mr. Sholmes believes in me now too. So it's time that I learn to believe in myself. Seke has no one, he's all alone, so it's my job to help him, to fight his corner. Tomorrow, in the courtroom, with all the strength I can muster. To be continued. Yeah, there we go. This is going to be a lovely place to stop today. I know this is super early, even for one of my regular videos. But I am beat, and we're at a good stopping point. So, we're stopping a little early today. Please forgive me. It's just such a good spot, too. Next time, I believe we're going to begin with court. and we're gonna meet the jurors, presumably, and maybe we'll have the same judge. I'm not sure. We'll have Van Zeeks there again, who is lovely, and we get to try to save our dude, Mr. Natsume. And I really do believe he's innocent, but the actual cause of the crime, I have no clue. That's all I got. Thank you so much for hanging out. Make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you take care of others. I'll see you next time. Peace out.